Good morning, and welcome to the Town of Davidson's Martin Luther King Jr. Day ceremony. Like so many other recent events, we are conducting this ceremony virtually. But you already know that. After all, you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, and not sitting in the boardroom at Town Hall. So whether it was easier or harder for you to be with us today than in previous years, thank you for making the time to join us this morning. I'm Jane Campbell, and I'm filling in for Mayor Rusty Knox, who was feeling under the weather late last week when this was taped. I know you'll join me in wishing him a speedy recovery and trust he's feeling much better today. I want to thank the members of town staff who have been working tirelessly to put this virtual ceremony together. They're the same folks who have made so many things possible over the past year as we have navigated through the important constraints put into place to protect us from the spread of COVID-19. This event would also not be possible without the support and participation of some amazing members of our community. They have given of their time and their talents to be part of this ceremony. The planners focused on Dr. King's speech at Spelman College. Let me pull just one line from these powerful words. If you can't fly, run. And if you can't run, walk. And if you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. So that is my charge to you. Keep moving, Davidson. There are days we will be crawling along, and other days we will be running at a pace that we just might be able to take flight. But no matter what the pace, we must keep moving toward a more just and equitable community. Let me close by saying that this ceremony is unique in another way, because it will not end when the video concludes. In the coming weeks and months, we will be continuing the conversation and posting videos featuring members of our community. So please join us as we continue moving along our journey. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ada at Main Street Books. I'd like to invite you to read with us in 2021 in our Read Davidson program. We've chosen the book Cast by Isabel Wilkerson as our lead title for 2021, but we've also chosen 3 other books for younger readers. Legendborn by Tracy Dion is for young adults. We recommend ages 14 and up. We've got Genesis Begins Again by Charlotte author Alicia Williams. For our middle grades readers, we suggest ages 8 to 12 for that group. And then we've also chosen the picture book, The Power of One by Tracy Ludwig. For all of these books, we'll be hosting events in April that engage readers in discussions of the books, and in some cases with the authors. We'll begin a read-along of Cast later this winter, so stay tuned for more details on that. Thanks so much for joining us.
My mother's hair grays yearly. Few more on my chin since high school. Right now, back home, my pocket of black folk lost a few, and I obsess over the conversations and home cooking never again. Now, I live in a town only an hour away. I see the same mansions replacing the homes in forest my grandma knew. She said, I ain't scared of no virus. If it's my time to go, I thought, Grandma, stay indoors, but said, Grandma, please. I need your song to endure. I will try to memorize everything I've grown, though. Think less about old days. Hope for heaven highs, but hellish lows bear down on brittle spines, even inside. Another call for revolution blossoms on the phone screen, demanding use your pen. Don't buckle in fear. Don't get caught in the endless hum of tasks. I post some words on Instagram, right? About breathlessness and keeping the black child alive. Hide all my doubt about the doing. While in college, the tangible distance between school and town. We speak of the railroad tracks, though never cross them. We theorize about folks down the street. You know, we find each other sometimes. Join hands in conversations about being spread so thin the soil could never hold roots, let alone a forest. Century-old wounds refusing to bear flesh for you or beg for our life's worth. The town hall, the church ground, the antebellum homes and silences, the grass turned gravel turned bricks, and everything built will pass one day, even you. I fear I've used up all my pretty words. So I say the world's hungry for its own flesh. Cannibalistic, I think, then leap into the unknown. Unlearned again and so on again. Yesterday, I wept. Grateful for life enough to love. To be scolded by elders. To bury past selves. And let's begin there. With everything sure to pass, find that which endures. Search for permanence beyond mortality with its bone-black bruises, dark as the early abyss in Genesis, before the all-consuming depths spat up a couple suns, before Adam and Eve betrayed such bliss, such ignorance when promised a full belly. Old age, cushion for the weary head, partner for the lonely night. Everything everyday people deserve and see passing. When asked about survival, I say love. When asked about love, I say long suffering isn't all pain. When asked about what I've lost, I say a whole life ahead of me, so I have time to stretch my stride into flight, and that means keep moving. By all means keep moving, and I will. So I pray for a spine strong enough for the pressure. So I pray my folks live bountiful lives. So I pray we tiptoe up this crystal stair and the whole wide world don't come crashing down.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Nixon with Charlotte Pediatric Dentistry. As we end 2020 with imprints of a multitude of challenging issues that include a global pandemic, an economic crisis, racial inequality, mental challenges, socialization deprivation, violence, and even a political divide, we can only imagine what 2021 will provide for us. With this year's theme of Keep Moving Forward, it may be inspiring to think of how Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. moved forward through obstacles and difficulties that left an imprint on our world. Charlotte Pediatric Dentistry moves forward for 2021 based on resetting and examining our goals that remain ethically and morally relevant within our community. We are moving forward by listening to our community and providing the care that they need. It's about being intentional that comes with excellent teamwork through some of those tough and challenging days. It's about being transparent and clear within our objectives. The most important reason that we are who we are and we can move forward in 2021 is because of unity, love, and dedication, not only within our practice, but within our community. Let's all move forward in that unique and special way that sets you apart from others. Don't stay in that mountain valley. You will have obstacles, challenges, and disappointing days, but rise high and know 2021 will be truly amazing.
Hello, my name is Ruby Houston, proud citizen of Davidson, North Carolina, member of Davidson Presbyterian Church by faith. I work for the past 36 years with Charlotte Mecklenburg School System, been in education a very long time. I'm happy to say I am part of the Community Partnership and Family Engagement Department, and I also serve in the Northwest Learning Community, which is 28 schools in Charlotte Mecklenburg School System. I'm happy to make that contribution, and I strongly feel that Charlotte Mecklenburg has another chance and has worked diligently to move forward in 2021. I say this because we have grown and learned in the valley of COVID. It has been a test, and we hope for a testimonial because of all the things that we have learned how to do better in the environment that we're in right now. I compliment all of the teaching staff that had to be creative to work a full day from home and other staff members and teach young children. I've had a personal experience with a second grader here in my own home where I had to watch and pay close attention to the virtual experience of a student learning from home. And that has been difficult. I worry about those latchkey students, but for those students that are fortunate to have additional care in another environment like Ada Jenkins or in another community site, that has been something that has helped these parents that have weathered the storm of making sure their children were on point in their daily virtual learning. So I believe that as a result of what we have gone through, we're going to be better in 2021, and I certainly look forward to the day that we're safer and that we are better, especially for the children. I really want to compliment those parents because they've had to make decisions that were hurtful financially and in other ways. Some people still are not back at work. Some people are leaning on grandparents that are trying for the first time to understand Zoom. Not everybody understands that. So I compliment those people that have been the caretakers supporting parents in the background when parents had to get out there and work or had other obligations of things to do.
Hello, my name is Ron Rayford, owner of Rayford Barbershop, established by my dad, James Rayford, in 1993. My dad's dream was to own his own business and pass it down to one of his sons. He wanted to be a business owner and entrepreneur. The spirit has passed down to three of his grands, which are now all business owners. Rayford Barbershop is a minority business and has been operating in Davidson for 27 years, serving all people, all walks of life. We had the opportunity to serve Davidson and the surrounding community with success. This past year has been challenging due to COVID, but thanks to Davidson community and our loyal customers. As Martin Luther King stated in one of his great speeches, what is your life blueprint? Rayford's Barbershop will keep moving forward with excellence and dignity and integrity.
Hi, my name is Chris Clooney, Director of Athletics at Davidson College and a 2006 graduate of Davidson. On this Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Davidson Athletics is renewing its commitment to, as Dr. King said, keep moving forward. First, by embracing our values. CATS, consistency, accountability, teamwork, and success, and really a commitment to athletics done right. The fact that we are embracing leadership service and trying to have a disproportionate impact on this world. But we're also asking ourselves the tough question of what are we willing to give up? Because so far, we have not given up enough as a society, as a country, in order to make the change necessary that we need to see. So is it time? Are you willing to give up money? Is it friendships? Is it family? Is it comfortability? Is it privilege? What are we willing to give up in order to move the needle from a racial and social justice perspective? Especially coming out of 2020, such a tumultuous year that has seen the COVID pandemic, racial and social justice across this nation, as well as political unrest. What are we truly willing to give up in order to see the change that needs to happen? And as Dr. King said, it really boils down to freedom and human dignity, two things that should not be controversial in the least. And understanding that we have a responsibility and an accountability to ourselves and to others to not just talk about it, but be about it. And so Davidson, specifically through its call to action across education, culture, and community outreach, working with our scholar athletes, our teams, our coaches, our administrators, to do more, to try and be the best versions of ourselves, to have those tough conversations, and to really put forth actionable steps to have that change and that impact in our community and beyond. And it's something we're engaged in right now and continue to be engaged in to move forward as an athletic department, as an institution, and as a society. And so this MLK Junior Day, that's what we're committed to, and we hope you are as well.
Hello, I'm Officer Boone with Town of Davidson Police Department. 2020 has been hard on us all. As I sit and reflect about all the experiences and the traumatic experience that we've all experienced, I have yet to ask myself of how do I move forward from all of this. Now that I've had the time to actually think about these things and reflect on it, I've come to realize that I will move forward from all of this by moving and continuing to do the very things that I continue to do every day. Not letting these experiences define who we are as people or who we are as a community. To keep going and to keep moving. When we think about Martin, what he has done for us all, he fought for change. He never gave up. He didn't give in. He kept fighting for the very things that we're fighting for today. So as I continue to think about how I move forward, I will move forward thinking about Martin Luther King Jr. and what he has done and what he continues to do, and continue to use those very things that he's done in my work as a police officer. Moving forward as a police officer is doing the very things that we all continue to do every day, and that's being a part of our community, engaging in our community, and loving on our community, and doing everything that we can to help our community. The things that we already do, continue to do that as police officers. Although 2020 has been rough for us, every storm passes by, and 2021 is definitely going to be a greater year.
Hello, my name is Eugene Bradley. I work for the Town of Davidson. I'm the new Housing Equity Director. I've been on the job for about 2.5 months. I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you. The town has made a huge commitment to affordable housing and equity. My role will be to work on that goal. We actually have specific goals of developing a housing strategy for the town, but also addressing equity across the board from internal to external, working with all of our partners involved. I'm excited to do that work with you. I have met several community members and organizations at this point. I'm looking forward to, again, meeting more of you in the coming months and years. I'm very excited to be here. I believe that we can do a lot together and keep things moving forward in the town of Davidson. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you.